Happy Wednesday. Here we are. We are back. We are better than ever, right? We've got a lot of fun today. We've got two special guests on, not just one, but two. We're so excited. Let me hit go live over here. So we have a crochet along that we're going to be telling you about. It actually just started, I think, like a week ago or so, but there's still time to join in. So we're going to get all the details. We're going to get all the information. We're going to tell you how to join in, why it's so much fun, and why you should be joining. And yeah, we're going to chat all about it. So if you're here, say hi, say hello. Don't forget, if you're over on Instagram, we just see a handle. So let us know where you're from or your name so that we can chat and say hi and hello. Okay, let me bring in my guests because they're fabulous. They're wonderful. And I want to talk to them. So here we go. We have, excuse me, Veronika from Blue Star Crochet. Hello.
Hello. Hiya.
And we have Hannah from HanJan Crochet.
Hello.
How is everybody this morning or afternoon for you guys, I guess?
Yes, it's 5:30 in the afternoon. The day is nearly done.
Early evening. Yeah, I can smell the dinner cooking next door.
Oh,
nice. I need to even figure out what we're doing for dinner tonight. So yay. Always an adventure. We've got a bunch of people coming in. We've got somebody here from New Jersey, from Oregon, from Tennessee. We've got people coming in from all over the place. So it's so wonderful to have you guys all here. So let's just jump in. We've had Veronika and Hannah on before, so I'm sure you guys know who they are. If not, please take the time to go follow them, look at their website, sign up for their newsletters under Blue Star Crochet for Veronika and HanJan Crochet for Hannah to find all the details. But today, we are here to talk about their latest collaboration on a crochet along that is going on right now, and I'm so excited to share about it. I'm going to put the link right now in the comments that'll go up on Facebook and YouTube. If you are watching on Instagram, you can go to either one of their websites to find it, or you can just put into the Google search pick and mix blanket Cal or just Cal. I think actually I did. Here, I'll put this up too. That's the link if you want to type it in directly, or just type in that pick and mix blanket Cal that's at the end there, and you'll be able to find the URL for what you're looking for. So, okay, let's get started. This project did already start, but there's still plenty of time to join in. Why don't you tell us about how this project got started and, what you guys were thinking when you wanted to work together again?
Do you want to go?
Well, we've been partners in crime for a while now, haven't we? So it was just another collaboration that we kind of sat together and we were thinking, let's do a crochet along together, but put a little twist on it, because we like doing that, don't we, Hannah? We like twisting things and kind of pushing the boundaries of crochet events and stuff. So we designed blankets. I designed mine, Hannah designed hers, but the great thing about these blankets, they are made up of different size squares, and they are like match made in heaven, because you can literally pick any squares you like and put them together, mix them together into a blanket, cushion cover, bag, cardigan, whatever you want to make. Because the squares match perfectly in size and in the stitch count as well. So they are, as I said, match made in heaven. You can pick whatever squares and mix them together. If you don't want to do that, we've got the 2 blanket patterns kind of ebooks ready to go. So you can just follow them down to the last letter and make my blanket or Hannah's blanket or both. We've got people making both, don't we, Hannah? So yeah, that's basically the idea behind it, and we're so excited. People are so great choosing their colors, doing their layouts. I mean, we've provided so much inspiration to everyone, but people are just going for it. They're like picking squares and they're mixing them, they're mixing colors, they're mixing different styles. They're even making the squares in like a solid cream color, which is so stunning. When I saw that, I was like, oh my god, please someone make the whole blanket in just cream. So yeah, it's been real great fun, and our Facebook groups have been buzzing with the Cal, and it's just so great to see people kind of having the safety net of the patterns, but still letting their creativity go wild and just mixing, matching, picking and doing all that. So it's great. It's really great.
Yeah, I love how you guys did that. So there's correct me if I'm wrong, but there's 3 sizes of the squares. And so you guys have laid it out that you can use all 3 sizes. You could make it one size square for the entire blanket. You really have so many options to customize it, down to the color, down to the squares that you're using and everything else. And I love that so much because you both have one large square. And I mean, really, you could kind of do 4 of those, a couple of the little ones to kind of make it bigger, and you're done. Like, you don't have to do all of these tiny squares with all of the seaming, because I know that can be one of those things that people think about when they're making a blanket with squares in it. And so I love that you really give that opportunity of different ways to put it together to make it their own and make it like work for their lifestyle in the moment that they're in.
Yeah, definitely. And we did the sizes of them. We made sure, so the smallest one is 6 inches, then it's 12. So obviously you've got half, and then the biggest one's 18. So you can have two small, no, 3 small ones. That's it. 3 small ones, 1 medium and 2 small ones. So they can all tessellate to match with each other, basically.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. And, you know, you guys picked out totally different color palettes, which I think is always amazing too, because, you know, like we're saying, Veronika, somebody doing it in all cream, like there's just so many different ways to think about a project and how much it changes based off of the colors alone that you are picking. I know you guys did a lot of like texture stitches in your patterns and things like that. And so again, using that color to play off of each other, you're really getting different dimensions in this blanket, different textures to kind of like feel and everything else. I love it so much. I love the idea too that you can make it kind of bigger and smaller very easily. I'm thinking about it from like a baby blanket perspective. My brother is going to have their first child in May. And so I made 1 baby blanket so far, but you know, there's going to be a lot more coming. So I love that too, that you could just take one of the big squares, put maybe all small or all medium sizes around it, and you've got the perfect little lap blanket or baby blanket or whatever you want it to be. It's so customizable. I love it so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. We got really carried away with the format and the layout. So we basically have put together, as part of the VIP thing, loads of different formats of how you can use, and like, it's like that thing in maths when you learn it at school that you figure out there's like a million different ways of laying out the same thing. It's like that exponential thing that you're like, how does that even work?
Yeah, so let's tell everybody. So I did put the link in there. Again, it's also up on the screen that you can look for a pick and mix blanket cowl on the internet and everywhere else. But so how can people participate in the crochet along? Because I know it did start, the timing just didn't work out for us to get you guys on soon enough. But so tell us about like how long it's running. Is it a weekly thing that they're getting a pattern? Are they getting the pattern all up front? Give us a little more detail on how the crochet along itself works.
Yeah, so we're running it really similar to how Veronika and I have always run our individual crochet alongs. There's a free version and there's a paid version. So if you want to opt for the paid version, you get everything right now, PDFs to print out, all of that kind of jazz, and access to all of the video tutorials. So again, we got carried away with that, didn't we? There's like 5 hours of video tutorials because we're like, we need to know that everyone can do this with us. Yes. So there's an option to get absolutely everything right away, or then there's the free to view version. So on both of our blogs are hosting our own patterns, and every week we're releasing one section of it over 4 weeks. So we're kind of partway through now. So there's still a few more weeks, and then those patterns will stay on our blogs indefinitely. So they'll be free to view, and the patterns themselves will be available to purchase. But at the moment, the VIP is buy one, get one free. So you buy one of our patterns, you get the other one free and all the extra bits and pieces. But after the crochet along, you'll be able to get them individually, but obviously not a buy one, get one free. So it's not like you'll never be able to get it again, but this is kind of the best time if you want to join us.
Yeah, now is definitely the best time because, I mean, let's be realistic. Even in a 4-week crochet along, getting a whole blanket done can be tight. But really, the crochet along time period is to be able to ask the questions, see what other people are doing, get a feel for like each one of the squares, and then continue if you need the time to go ahead and finish. So there's definitely still time to do it. But you should really get it now if you're thinking about doing it, because if you're going to get the buy one, get one, like, come on, that is the best time to do it. And then with all that video content, I mean, you're going to know exactly what to do. I have to say, I really do appreciate how you guys put together the written pattern. A lot of times you have your charts in there depending on what the project is, and then the video content on top of it. I am definitely a pattern reader when I'm working on a project, but I will say there's always something usually in a pattern that I'm just like, but what exactly do they mean? And so having the 2 or 3 options just makes it so much easier. It makes me so much more successful and confident that I'm going to get the product I'm trying to get in the outcome by having all of those different avenues. So thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, not that you're making it all for me or like, you know, whatever, but I'm going to say thank you.
But that's the point. We're making it for everyone. We're making it accessible for everyone. That's really, really important to both of us. Because I know there's quite a debate at the moment, I think, isn't there, about, you know, should people offer videos or should you just actually learn to read a pattern? Well, the answer to that, I think, is yes, learn to read a pattern. But isn't that wonderful to have an extra thing to be able to support you as well? There's nothing wrong with having as much as possible to help you on your crochet journey, I don't think.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, if we haven't learned already, looking at our school systems, I mean, your school systems are different, but at least in the United States, I think we've learned that people learn differently and need to have things done maybe even multiple times for it to be able to set in, because, you know, hearing it is one type of processing, reading it is another processing, and visually seeing it, like, it kind of makes that whole picture. So again, it helps people to be where they are and still be able to participate. So I love it. Yeah, Samantha's saying the same thing. We appreciate it so much.
Oh, that's really sweet. And sometimes it's even easier from the designer point of view when you try to describe one thing like in million words, and then sometimes I still put in a pattern. Please watch the video tutorial if the written explanation isn't quite enough, because I don't know what else to say apart from actually show you.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the great things about crochet, though, is that, yes, there's kind of like a standardized, here's a single crochet, a double crochet, you know, whatever. But beyond that, you can really put your hook anywhere you want. You can make stitches any way you want. And it really creates all this beautiful opportunity for us. But at the same time, it can be like, oh, what exactly do they mean? So it's very nice. So let's take a minute and let's talk about the yarn that you guys used in the pattern. What are people going to need to get? What weight of yarn? What should they think about when picking color choices? Give us a little bit of information about that.
So we used Brava. I used Brava Sport only. Hannah mixed a couple of yarns together, so she used Brava Sport and the Heatherly Sport as well. And like I said, I went for all the bright and bold colors in my blanket. So I've got 6 colors in there. And if you just want to buy like a package, it's 2 balls of each color. So you'll need 6 different colors and 2 balls of Brava Sport in each color. I do have the exact quantities, but I have no idea what they are off the top of my head. So they are floating around somewhere in my Facebook group and in the chat. There are exact quantities if you want to substitute the yarns. But yeah, I've got a couple of greens, couple of pinks, the yellow and the coral. And I think it worked out really, really great in this blanket. And I know Hannah, I'll let Hannah explain her yarn choices, because I think she's gone a little bit out with her colors and yarn choices.
I was like, you know, when you like color, I was like, I can't find the exact colors in the same yarn, so I'm just going to mix different yarns together, and it worked brilliantly. The Brava and the Heatherly, the sport versions, I mean, I know there's lots of color choices in the Brava, which is why we chose it to begin with anyway, and the Heatherly doesn't have quite so many, but they're such beautiful like muted tones, aren't they? That I was like, oh, I want some of those. So I used 9 different colors, because I did pinks and blue, well, pinks on one side and the kind of browns, and then blues and greens on the other side. So it's a blanket of 2 halves very much. And I used, all of the colourful colours, as we say them, they're the Heatherly, and then the browns and the muted tones are the Brava. So it's 9 different colours, but you don't have to, I mean, you can, there's so many people like making like with just 2 colours or 3 colours. So they're really adaptable. And obviously we've put our colour changes and all of that kind of stuff as well. But you can just just pick 2 or 3, because there's so many beautiful colors in there, and then change where you like, basically.
Absolutely. I've actually seen someone making your pattern in my colors as well.
Yes, I saw that.
So, yeah, it works. It works either way. It's really pick and mix.
Literally pick and mix.
I love it. Over here on Instagram, we have MDD Matthew saying loving both of the blankets. They just really are so beautiful and so different in the colors. And it really just shows you what you can do with colors. And I love too that you guys are using different yarns. And again, it's all about your swatching and just making sure that things are working. And the cool thing about blankets like this, instead of a garment, is your swatch basically is your square. So once you make one of those small squares, you just throw it into the blanket and there's your swatch for the project. So that always works out really well.
And to be honest, we do have people using worsted weight as well, and the squares are just coming out slightly bigger, and that's fine. That's absolutely okay, as long as you are prepared for your blanket to be that bit bigger. It's totally fine. I mean, if people want to use fingering weight or bulky weight, it's totally fine, and we'll love all the blankets when they're finished.
Yeah. And actually, because the colours they translate, don't they, in Brava, the worsted and the sport. And actually, someone I think I've seen in my group has ordered the worsted weight of your colours, Veronika. Okay. And they're just making the squares. I think their squares are coming out at 10 inches. They're small ones. So they're just going to make a load of those. So
fantastic.
Yeah, it really is a great project too. Like, yes, to grab some new yarns, some new colors, but it is really a great like stash buster of what you have, because you can make what you can make in a small square if you only have a little bit of yarn, use a bigger square when you have more, and really kind of use up what you have, make these beautiful blankets that are going to make you happy. And I love too that this is like the perfect time, at least in my opinion, for making a blanket like this, because they are smaller squares. You can take them with you in the car. You don't have to have, like every yarn with you. You can set out to make certain colors, and you have smaller pieces for all of the traveling that we're going to be starting to do as we get down here. At least over in the States, we're getting close to the end of the school year into summer, and we have all of that and everything that goes along with that, and lots of time in the car. So I think it's a really great project because I don't want to carry around a big blanket that I'm working on. I like to make the pieces and then seam it, at the end. I guess we should ask too, is this a seamed blanket or is it a join as you go blanket?
They're both seamed, aren't they?
Yes. Perfect. And, with seaming, there's so many different ways that you can seam your blanket together as well. So I'm sure you guys both have a lot of variations on your different YouTube channels. So people can make sure to check that out if you're not comfortable with what's in the pattern. Again, another thing you can kind of tweak just a little bit to make it perfect for yourself.
Yeah, and as part of the VIP, Veronika put together a PDF of different joining techniques. Perfect. So that you can choose whichever you like.
Yeah, and while we were talking about the colors, I was going to say that in the VIP, we've got color inspiration, brilliant PDF that Hannah put together as a bonus guide, kind of how to put different colors together. And the last PDF is layouts. We've got all ideas on layout. So that's part of the VIP package that's available while the crochet long lasts.
Okay, so let's just go over that one more time. So we did put the link in. Again, you can go and search for Pick and Mix Blanket Cal. And so right now they can start getting the patterns for free on your blogs. As the weeks go by, they can get the different sections, or they can go ahead and they can purchase it right now. If they're purchasing right now, it's the buy one, get one. So they can get Hannah's and get Veronika's free, or buy Veronica's, get Hannah's for free, however you want to work it. But you'll get buy one, get one free, and you'll get the VIP package with it.
Yes, the 3 guides. Okay. Yeah.
And so they have about 2 more weeks to get that. And then when that's done, they'll have to buy the patterns individually. No more VIP package.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So now is the time, even if you cannot start it right now or whatever else, grab the patterns if you want them, save them. I mean, I'll admit I got a lot of patterns saved. But you know what? I do get to them slowly but surely. I work through my pile. But now is now is the perfect time to purchase it, so you have it and you can start working on it. I say this a lot too, but I love projects like this blanket too as like a palette cleanser, if you want to call it that. after I work on a garment or something, I'm really focused on it for so long. It is so nice to just have like a little project that I can take with me when I don't want to have to sit and like have a big project and have a big whatever going on. It's nice to just pick something up for maybe 1 or 2 nights in between working on something else and still make progress on 2 things. So I love that. I love the idea of making the squares and turning them in. I just think they're absolutely gorgeous. I'm so excited for this.
We are too.
I had someone message me saying, I can't do it right now, but would it be okay if I just had it as my Friday night project? So literally they wanted to do it every Friday night for a year. That was it.
They love
Like that. And I was like, I
Amazing.
love that idea. That's your Friday
Yeah.
night. And I know lots of, like, so my mum belongs to a physical crochet group, and she goes every Wednesday or Thursday or whatever it is. And she takes projects with her, like, and that's her specific project for Crochet Club. And like, I know lots of people that do stuff like that. And it's like, I don't want to do anything else other than this project at Crochet Club. And I don't want to do it any other time. So do that as well, because we're going to be here. We're going to be here in a year's time. So come back to us when it's made.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know what? I love that too, because again, with making multiple squares to make your project, you'll start to learn the pattern. And, you know, I do sometimes too, I do kind of like production work when I'm making squares, that I'll start and I'll do all of the centers, especially if they're all going to be the same color or, you know, whatever it might be. And then I'll work all of the next round, because then I only have to remember one thing until I get done with that, like, piece of it. And so I just, again, I can't say enough about square blankets that then you put together. They give you so much flexibility. They give you so much like creativity. And I just love the ones that you guys put together. I can't say enough too about the texture and the stitches that you guys put together. It's so different from anything I've really seen before. And I just love it that you can mix and match and just really make it beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anything else people need to know? I know they should go follow you like on Instagram, on Facebook. Is there a group or anything, or where are people going to ask questions or to share what they're making if they're participating?
So we are popping along live each week if people have got any questions. So that will be on both of our Facebook, Instagram, YouTubes, and in our Facebook groups. Outside of the live kind of hour, if you join either of our Facebook groups, or both actually, so it's HanJan Crochet Community and Blue Star Crochet Community on Facebook, people are talking about layouts, colors, and all things pick and mix crochet along at the moment. I've got a little side chat going on as well, which I thought is going to be a bit quieter than it is, but my phone is buzzing 24 hours a day, but it's great. It's great to wake up to loads of messaging of people just chatting about the Cal and discussing colors and all sorts of things Cal related. So that's where people can join. And actually, we do have a little prize draw going on in our Facebook group. So all the details are in HanJan Crochet or Blue Star Crochet Facebook community groups if you wanted to find out how to get your hands on like a $50 yarn gift card perhaps. So go ahead and check that out and join the groups and get involved in a Cal as well.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. I hope everybody goes and joins, everybody participates. If you haven't done a crochet along before, this would be a great one to get started with. There's just so many beautiful things happening. So thank you guys so much for joining us today and letting us share about this with our community, because it's very special and we love it. And we just want everybody to know and join in. There's still time to join, but I'm going to say it one more time. Go get the patterns now. Buy one, get one free, plus the VIP package. Don't wait. You've got about 2 weeks left to go ahead and grab it for that great price. Don't miss out, because you will be sad if you don't do it now. So thank you so much. Be sure to follow these wonderful ladies as well on all the social media. Sign up for their newsletters. Let me tell you, you get a lot of great information coming out in those newsletters. You don't want to miss it. And thank you. Hopefully the crochet along keeps going really well. And I can't wait to start seeing all the finished blankets as they start getting posted.
Us too. We're so excited.
Well, have a great day, everybody. We'll see you next week. Happy stitching. Hopefully you'll be working on your pick and mix, Cal, when you're stitching. See ya.
Bye.